Hey everyone, so I have this playlist about graphs and trees, which I would like to add more to it on my channel because I find the subject extremely interesting. And I will start by exploring an approach of representing graphs and trees called nested sets. And I'll show you examples in MongoDB and SQL, especially Postgres. And I will try to add some depth to it, so it won't be just covering the basics. And in this first video, I will just explain the idea behind it, and I'll show you these examples and how we can implement the nested sets for each one of these like graphs. So to start, the idea behind the nested sets is to create a path through the tree. Each node has two integer fields, left and right. Left is smaller than the descendants of a given node. Right is greater than all descendants of a given node. By connecting these numbers, we create a graph. The graph cuts each node twice, the left time while descending, the second time while ascending. Except for leaf nodes, they always have consecutive numbers for the left and right values. With this, we can traverse the tree in descending order or ascending order from any node, which is it could be a good thing in your case. But I will start by this simple example. I will show you how we can assign these left and right values for each node. So we will start by the root. This would be number 1. That's the starting node. The way I think about it is we start from the root, then we go from left to right. This is how we will do it. So we don't have any left side. This is the only thing we find. So this would be 2. That's the left value. Now we go to the next child. This would be 3. This is a leaf. So we put the next consecutive integer value there. The right of that should be 4. Now we go up. This should be 5. And this should be 6. And this follows the rules that we described, that left is smaller. The left integer value in any node is smaller than all of its descendants, and the right value is greater than all of its descendants. So let's put that to the test. Now for this node, 2 is less than all of its descendants, and 5 is bigger than all of its also descendants, which is correct. Now, the way we query this, let's say I pointed at this node and told you, hey, give me all of its ancestors. You would write a query saying, select this tree from my table or my collection, or select from this tree from my collection or table where left is less than the current left I'm looking at, which is 3, and right is bigger than my current right. This is how you get the ancestors, which, if you think about it, will give us these two nodes. But of course, you need to have a filter to filter out this node from the result. So you can think of it as two queries. Maybe the first query is to get this one, then the second query is to find the tree. Now, if I said, give me the descendant of this node, the descendant of this node, for example, it should be also easy. Give me all of the nodes from this tree where left is greater than me, which will give me this, and right is less than me, which will give me at the end of this node. This is very simple example. Now let's make it a little bit harder. So let's start filling up this tree. This should be 1. Now I'll go to the left side. This should be 2. This is a 3. This is a leaf node. I will add the next consecutive integer value. This should be 4. Now I'll go to this one. We start filling the left side of the tree going to the right, starting with the root. So this should be 5. It's also a leaf node. I will add 6. This should be 7, and it's a leaf node. I will add 8. I will go up. This should be 9 now. And I won't put 10 here because this will not satisfy that the right value of this node is greater than all of its right? I need to fill up these first. So this should be 10. The left of it is 10, and this should be 11, and the right should be 12 because it's a leaf. I'll go up. This should be 13, and this should be now 14. So if I told you give me all of the descendant of this root node, the query should be give me all of the tree, all of the nodes which the left is greater than me, which will give me all of these, and the right is less than me, which will also give me all of these, which is true. Now if I pointed at this leaf node and told you give me the ancestors of that, which should give me these two, the query would be give me all of the nodes from this tree. I would show you in the future videos how we can put multiple trees in the same table or in the same collection. But yeah, let's continue. They give me all of the ancestors from this, for this node. We would write a query saying, give me all of the nodes for this tree, from this tree, where the left is less than me and right is bigger than me, which if you think about it, will only give you these two nodes. Because the left is less, I mean, if you think about it, let's start from the beginning. The left is less than me, this will give you these three nodes, and that's it. But this is not an ancestor. Which the thing that filters this node out is saying, give me all of the nodes that also their right is bigger than me. With these two conditions, we get this, which is very nice. And if you try to get the descendants for this node, give me all of the nodes where left is greater and right is smaller, you won't find anything, which is nice. This example should be also similar to this one. Just to speed things up, I will go to the hardest one. I will start filling these up. So this is 1, this will be 2, 3, 4, that's a leaf. I'll give it a 5. This is a 6, also leaf. That's 8. And the right will be 9 because it's a leaf. This will be 10 and 11. This should be here 12, 13, and we go up. We don't fill this one yet because we don't have the biggest, we don't have the right value that this right here should be bigger than. So we come here, this should be 14, 15, and this is a leaf node, so we add the next consecutive integer. So this should be 16, now 17. We still don't have the maximum right from the subtrees, so we come here, this should be 18, that's the left side. We go down, this is 19, it's a leaf, we add 20. This should be 21, now this is 22 and 23. Now this should be 24, 25, 26. And let's now ask a question. Give me all of the ancestors of this node. The query should say, give me all of the nodes from this tree where the left is less than the current left, which is 3. This will give me these two. And the right is bigger than my current right, which is 12. And this will give us only these two, which is what we want. Now let's say give me all of the descendants of this node as well. Okay, give me all of the nodes from this tree where the left is bigger than me. This will give me these, and the right is less than me, which is also these. No, sorry, I mean, that's true, but when I said the left is greater than me, this will give me not only these, this will give me everything here as well. But the thing that filters these out is saying where the right is less than me, which filters these out. We got only the descendants. I hope that was clear, but that's basically the idea. Of course, the implementation is much harder, especially when you look at things like deletion. So this is obviously comes to the expense of mutability of your data. Deleting these things will be hard. You have to update so many things. And imagine deleting this node, for example. I don't know. I mean, we will discuss these things, but this is for things that does not change that much. So you should keep that in mind. And in the next videos, we will see implementations, maybe in Postgres or SQL, and I will show you how we can query these things and handle command cases, and especially insertion and deletion. And yeah, that should be it for this starting video. Ciao.